crowd, eyes glistening, gazing up at him like he was the most precious thing in the world. Out of nowhere, I thought back to the first visit after I went inside, when my adoptive father looked at me growing thinner by the day. He cried and made me a promise. Tyler, when you get out, Dad will take care of you for the rest of your life, Dad. But the last time I saw him 2 years before my release, all that was left in his eyes was a faint trace of guilt. He said Tyler Brandon is getting engaged to Whitney. He really likes her, and when you get out, could you just leave this city? So the Sue family does not find out about the past. Whitney, the little princess of the Sue family. Prison had a TV, and I would sometimes catch stories about how deeply in love Brandon and Whitney were. They all said Whitney was one of the most sought-after women around, but she had settled down for Brandon. She even stepped into the entertainment world she had always looked down on just to pave his way, connecting him with the right people and personally presenting him with awards. I used to feel a little jealous of Brandon, jealous that he had parents who loved him, a girlfriend who was devoted to him, and in just over 20 years, he had already hit it big in both career and love, unlike me with no family, no career, no one to love, and no one who loved me. As for how I ended up marrying Whitney, that was a total accident. After I got fired, I went back to my hometown and took a job waiting tables. It kept me busy, and I had no idea how she tracked me down. When she found me, I was serving beers to a customer who had drunk himself mean. The guy was cursing me out, so I frowned and slapped him across the face. He flew into a rage and kicked me to the ground. Food and bottles went everywhere, burning hot all over me. The guy still was not done and kept cursing, looking to swing again. But then the noise just stopped, and when I looked up, I was staring right into a pair of eyes as bright as stars. Whitney curled her lips into a smile, but it was lazy, with barely any warmth behind it. "Hey Tyler, so you really are here." I got up and dusted the food off my clothes and gave a small nod, then tried to walk around her and leave. But before I had taken 2 steps, her voice came from behind me. "You look pretty rough right now. What do you say you marry me?" I froze and turned back to look at her. "Are you out of your mind?" I said. "Are you serious?" Whitney looked me over, her eyes dark and unreadable. Not a hint of emotion showing, but when she spoke, her voice was dead serious. "I will be straight with you. Brandon dumped me and I am not doing great. And the Pay family backed you into a corner, so I figure we are both victims here." The streetlight above us flickered twice and then went out. I could barely make out her face in the dark, but I heard her let out a quiet scoff. "You have got nothing to lose right now, so marrying me is not a bad deal. What are you afraid of?" I thought about it but said nothing, and she just quietly waited for me, until a cool breeze rolled through and I instinctively shrank into myself. Whitney unwrapped her designer scarf and draped it around my shoulders. All at once, her faint scent filled my senses, and I said okay. News of the wedding spread fast and everybody was floored. They all said Whitney only married me to get back at Brandon. At the ceremony, when Whitney said I do, I noticed